Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we head to Washington State, where we have a seasoned sovereign citizen who's federally known for suing courts and judges. Now we'll get to all that eventually, but for now get your face palm protection because you're going to need it, so let's begin. Normally, I would say sure it's going to get to a federal judge, just like I'm going to get back all the brain cells I lost from covering you sovereign dick flutes, but this guy actually sues courts, judges, and corporations now. Whether he's ever won a case or not, well, that's still left up for debate, but like I said, we'll cover all that at the end of the video. If you're a tribal chief, then your name is Chief Eat Aote of the Crayola tribe. Technically, it is possible his mother could be Native American, and his father could be part of the royal family of Morocco, but let's be honest here, if he was truly part of the top 10 wealthiest royal families in the world, then he wouldn't be struggling to pay a couple of $1,000s to get out on bond. That's exactly what you're asking her to do when you make a claim in court. You not only have to be the one that presents the evidence, but you also have to explain exactly how it pertains to your legal situation. Maybe you should ask yourself whether or not it's a good idea to represent yourself when you don't even know that there are two Rs in the word library. Exactly, so that's a general denial. The basic difference between an affirmative defense and a general denial is that an affirmative defense is an admission to the crime followed by the reasoning for why you can't or shouldn't be prosecuted. An example of this would be if you got charged with a crime, were prosecuted for the crime, and then you got retried for the crime, you would argue double jeopardy as an affirmative defense. Statute of limitations is another great example of an affirmative defense. But a general denial is when you say, I didn't commit the crime that I'm being accused of. For example, let's say you're at work, and someone who looks just like you robs a convenience store, and the owner picks you out of a lineup. Your general denial would be that I didn't commit the crime because I wasn't there. One of the key aspects that differentiate an affirmative defense from a general denial is the burden of proof. In a general denial, the burden of proof remains on the prosecutor. However, when there's an affirmative defense, the burden of proof shifts to the defendant. 4 jury trials in one day. He may actually be the chief of tribe delusion, but seriously, that's what the judge was trying to explain to you when you wouldn't stop talking. If you want to try these cases as separate cases, that's your right, but it's going to negate the ability to try them in a timely manner, and you could end up waiting in jail for 4 months. Alright, so it looks like his next case is June 12th, but that doesn't mean that we're necessarily done with this video yet, because he keeps referencing a case out of St. James Parish in Louisiana, a civil case 2421, so I went looking for it, and while I couldn't find that exact case, I did find a few of his other cases. First, we have a civil case against the state of Louisiana and the New Orleans Police Department because they violated his rights by arresting him after he told them that he has sovereign immunity. Who could have solved that case was dismissed without prejudice in June 2018. The next case was against Vanguard Financial Institution, and this is the first instance where I found the references to that 2421 case. Now, he lost that 1-2 filed to have the case sealed, lost that, and finally lost his appeal in April 2020, and let's just say April of 2020 was a bad month for him, as he also lost one of his 2 cases against Jefferson County, and in that case he filed a motioned to seal the case and was denied again. His second case against Jefferson County is still pending, and the fifth case I could find was also thrown out. This time it was thrown out because he failed to show that the federal courts did in fact have jurisdiction over his case. So I guess we can safely say that this born loser is going to lose today. Two's case 2. Alright guys, we've reached the end of the video. A very special thank you goes out to old Squishy Garter for finding this video when posting it on his channel. As always, head over to his channel and give him a subscribe. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic and I'm out. Music. Here we go.